Just stunting around the corner. Okay. Okay. Okay, so the trick to this is to not get squished. Fuck! Oh! Oh, that is so fucking satisfying. Oh. Why, hello there. Oh, and look at that. It's like the ads actually fired when they were supposed to and finished when they were supposed to. Huh. Would you look at that? Give me a second here. I'm trying valiantly to get the YouTube feed running here. There we go. Wait, hold on. No, that's not actually live yet. Okay, now it's live. Gotta babysit the goddamn thing. Anyways, hi, hello, welcome, good evening. How's it going? Hello, Admiral. Congrats on your first. You kind of mackerel. And Max, 43 months. Jeezy friggin' crazy. How you doing tonight, everybody? We are solving a mystery tonight in No Case Should Remain or Go Unsolved. Is that one? Remain Unsolved. There we go. This one actually kind of came across, believe it or not, from a TikTok video. I follow a couple accounts that are like, hey, here's cool indie games that nobody's heard of that you should check out. I tend to watch those. And this one came across and it looked really neat because it's the primary mechanic of the game is you are a retired detective who gets kind of brought back to go after a case that was seemed closed. I believe it's about a missing child, and you have to go over everyone's statements again, and then you start to realize that like people weren't telling the truth, and you then use the like bits and pieces from other people's things. You start like replacing other. It's a neat way of kind of like unraveling a mystery. I don't know if this game has trigger warnings or not, but like it does involve a disappeared child, so like that, I guess. But it does get like overwhelmingly positive reviews and stuff, so I'm excited to do something like that. And what I would like to do is I'd really like to wear this, but unfortunately I can't do that and have my headphones on. So let's all just enjoy this for a minute. Hold on, where's my zoom button? I still have a zoom button, right? It's using my brow to keep it. Just cut the sides of the hat. You know what? That's not a... Fuck. That's not a... Fuck. Oh, can I do like a hat wobble with this? No. Okay. Cutting the sides of the hat is actually a very funny solution to that problem. Okay. Enough of me being zoomed in. Hi. Okay. Come back to there. Hi, Holly. How you doing? Okay. Let me just get into it. The game takes apparently 2.5 to 3 hours to like finish, so we should be able to just get through it tonight, unless I'm very bad at this, which like maybe. You started your apocalypse run of abiotic. What does that mean? Does that mean like permadeath? Or just like really goddamn hard? I also don't know where to put my face in this game. We'll try here, and we'll see where it takes us. That's fucking loud. Enemies are all tougher, hit harder, spawn more, and in more varieties. Ooh, there's more varieties? And have different attacks. Oh, cool. We should have just played it on Apocalypse difficulty the first time. I mean, if we're gonna do it, you know. We'd probably still be playing it. Ah, fuck. I can't eat and read. All right. I realized I was a jellyfish. I spent the last 70 years simply drifting through life, with no heading in particular, blindly stinging everyone I encountered. Can you see it too? The people I tried to embrace, I ended up hurting. Everywhere I went, I left nothing but ruin. Hold on, I gotta warm my jaw up. I have a feeling we're doing a lot of talking in this one. So that's it. That's what I am. A jellyfish floating across the sea. I don't even remember why I once became a police detective. Look over there at that family, weeping for their lost child. Have I ever done anything to wipe away their tears? A police station is a crucible of pain and grief. So why did I choose to enter that institution? Why did I think I could somehow offer people solace and hope? Maybe I was simply being selfish. Maybe I became a detective just so I could belong somewhere. I should stop now. I should stop wandering with nothing but regret on my lips. This is so translated from like a Japanese style writing, and it's great. That's it then. The first good thing I'll have ever done for anyone. Everyone, I'm sorry for everything. Hey. Oh geez. Madam? Oh, Young. Sorry, I take it back. Korean. I was Young. Who are you? Seowon's ghost. Remember that little girl? Choice. I'm gonna apologize in advance. All these names are Korean. I'm going to fuck them up. I'm going to try my best, but I'm going to do this bad, and I'm sorry. Just get that out of the way now. Okay, remember the little girl? Choi Sewon? Choi Sewon. Sewon? The girl who went missing? That's right, ma'am. Do you know what happened to that girl you brought back? Thanks to you, her family found peace. Do their lives look ruined to you? The doctor says my mind is like an old library without an index. I'm sorry, but I have no idea who you are. I see you're in uniform, so you couldn't be Sewon's ghost. From the way you're bringing up my forgotten failure, I can only assume you're here to deliver judgment. The adjudicator. Ma'am, I'm not here to judge you. I only want to tell you about the life you lived. Your Honor, you already know what happened. I never brought Sewon home. The case ended the way her father, oh my god. Her father, Choi Dongjun, wanted. She disappeared forever. Completely out of her mother's reach. Okay, so this is gonna be like every Korean drama that I've ever watched, which is gonna be just wicked depressing, huh? Oh no, what have I done? Leave the case unsolved. We can't do that, sir. You mean you've already filed a missing persons case? Someone's officially registered as a missing person then? Then please, that's good enough. Detective, I'm begging you. Please don't look for my daughter anymore. Stop asking where she is. Keep her completely out of her mother's reach. What the fuck? Let her just live life somewhere. Just say that she went out to the playground like she always did and vanished. That's all. A perfect crime with no witnesses, no suspects. This is like the most wildly sketchy opening to an investigation. Please leave this case unsolved. I'll do anything, please. I beg you. So that's how you remember it. It was the last case I took before I resigned from the missing persons team. See how relieved I looked after what Choi, I'm just going to stick with Choi because I can do that, said. That man knew. If we wanted to close the case and move on, we needed a good excuse. That my refusal was only customary, a front to cover up my cowardice, ma'am. History is that certainty produced at the point where the imperfections of memory meet the inadequacies of documentation. What? Means you just don't get it. Can you remember the beginning and the end of the case? Let me help you weave together the threads connecting the start to the finish. Listening to chat radio while I drive home? I know, were you at work late again? I'm sorry. Oh my god, I just huffed just a bunch of whiskey air there. Good lord. Okay, I think Siwon's mother called me to report the girl missing. Yes, I remember now. She said Siwon disappeared from the playground. Calm down, ma'am. Who am I speaking to again? Detective. Detective Jung Young? Yes? Do you remember me? Came to check on Siwon the other day. I asked you not to ring the doorbell. Please tell me you remember. Detective, I'm scared. Please hurry. She's gone. Siwon's gone. She was just at the playground. When did you last see her at the playground? Exactly 3:33 in the afternoon. That's wildly specific. Detective, she disappeared 3 hours ago. We've looked everywhere. A 7-year-old girl could have gone alone. So, okay, it looks like... Oh, whoa. What? There's all these, like, underscored things that look like hashtags, I guess. So those are probably going to be, like, keywords we're going to use elsewhere to try and, like, plug in. What do we do now? I'm trying not to panic, but the worst is all that comes to mind. You're turning yourself in? Ex-English teacher. Yes, I would like to surrender to the police. I am responsible. A little girl went missing from the playground, didn't she? 3 days ago? She was with me. I took her away. Well, that's obviously not true. I'm sorry. It's all my fault. I did it because I needed the money. I'm sorry. What do you mean it's all your responsibility? Detective, the truth is, she's dead. Siwon is dead. She's been dead all this time. Your Honor, that's all I remember about the case. Now I understand why you've come to me here at the final crossroads. Why you want me to remember the beginning and the end. You're the gatekeeper of time and space. Janus? I put it completely out of my mind. Was I trying to forget those memories because I felt guilty? The man who took her turned himself in, but I pretended it never happened. And the girl, she was already dead, but I pretended not to know. I'm sorry. Someone like me doesn't deserve peace. Ma'am, it's alright, don't be afraid. I don't care what you want to call me, but you have to know that this isn't the end of the road. You're not bound for hell or purgatory. Now think back. Siwon disappeared from the playground, right? Try to recall everything you can about the location. I can see more fragments now. I see them. But they're so faint, like scars fade with age. No, you're doing great. Once you brought up the fragments, try connecting them together. Build a chain of recollections. Even a dried out ravine can be a river again when the waters return. Okay. Ooh. Okay. That's right. Again, was there anything unusual about Sam's activities today? No, it was all business as usual. She goes to kindergarten on weekdays, and we go to the playground on weekends as a family. We have 2 playgrounds in the condo complex. Normally we alternate between them. I go along sometimes, but one of them isn't wheelchair accessible. So Hae-young has to take the kids on her own. Wait, Recently, they've only been going to the one playground. Young said the kids asked to go there today, too. If only they'd gone to the other playground. On the way back, they sometimes drop by the stationery store near the complex entrance. The place is called Apollo. Young loves getting candy there. What's this do? Is this related media? Interesting, okay. Okay, do you see any suspicious individuals? That's exactly as my daughter said. I was so sure someone would be at the playground, but when I got there, I didn't see her. So I assumed my daughter took her along. Then my daughter came downstairs and looked at me with her eyes wide, and I thought, oh no. Detective, I think you might be making a mountain out of a molehill. I don't know if my daughter told you, but someone goes alone to places all the time. My daughter worries easily, but mark my words, that girl always wanders back in time for dinner. Please don't worry about it. I'll have a stern word with my daughter. Honestly, I can't believe she's gone and called you. Okay. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but try to think about it, okay? See if you can remember someone you didn't usually see at the playground. I heard you were all together. See one, your mother, and you too. Oh my god. Myango? Myango? Yeah. We were all together. Think back to the testimonies about the playground. Who do you think those people were? People? These testimonies were all from one person. Weren't they? Man, life's a bit like a jigsaw puzzle, isn't it? Oh. Oh, whoa, this is cool. The memories are all scrambled and misaligned, but each fragment, each moment connects with another. Look at the connections closely, and you'll figure out where the pieces belong. Who said these things and in what order? And then what? What does that change? Who knows? Maybe if you connect enough pieces, you might discover a key. A key that unlocks the face of the person putting the puzzle back together. Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay, this is way more complicated than I thought it was going to be. Okay. All right. Can you tell me about her life in kindergarten? Let's just start here. I've already explained everything to the other officers on the phone, Detective. Is she still missing? How could someone take her away in broad daylight in the middle of a condo complex? I heard her mother and brother were with her. They didn't see anything? I don't know if this will help, but you asked me to tell you anything, and I guess I will. Someone is always optimistic and cheerful. She started at Eden last year, and I was surprised. I need to move chat. Hold on. Chat is directly in the way. Like, so in the way. Let's move you down here. Alright. There we go. She started at Eden last year, and I was surprised that she never shied away from any of us teachers. Okay. So this is the teacher. Then I realized that her brother came to pick her up instead of her mother, but she never asked where her mother was. No, that's a problem. No, not that that's a problem, not at all. But, well, how should I put this, I suppose? I've never seen her cry or get angry or even frown. So I always feel like I want to keep a closer eye on her, make sure she's okay. She's gonna need a lot of attention and guidance. She's so cheerful and bright, but in a strangely fragile way. Does that make sense? Okay, so this is... No, stop, stop. Oh, god damn it. You. Okay, well, we'll circle back. Stay in line, I'm on my way. Could you tell me what happened? I got a call from my mother. Someone's grandmother. Okay. She said, I'm at the store outside the condo complex and security called saying the fire alarm was going off in the house. The security guard went over to my mother's house to check, but she couldn't open the door, so she asked me to go and open it for her. I chewed her out. She knew I couldn't bring Suwon somewhere so dangerous. I told her to go herself, but she was so stubborn. Mom said she could get to the playground and pick up Suwon faster than she could get home. So I should rush over to her house and make sure everything was fine at her place. Okay. She said that made the most sense. She was going to wait for me with Suwon outside the building. I went to Mom's house and the security guard was there. I opened the door for him and the place was filled with smoke. I don't know what she was cooking on that stove, but the pot was burnt black. The guard turned off the stove and opened the windows. But all I could think of was Suwon. How glad I was that I didn't bring her to such a dangerous place and that the fire didn't get any worse. I ran back into the elevator. It was only a few minutes, I swear. I found Mom waiting for me outside the building, just like she promised. When I asked her where Suwon was, she said, I thought you took her with you. Detective, are you here yet? Okay. Hold on. This is... Okay, this is Suwon's father, right? No. That one's fine. It's this one. No, this one is English teacher. There we go. And this obviously is happening earlier. Okay, now we've got this key. Another fragment lock contain. Oh, neat. Cool. Okay. Oh god. Okay, we're adding more people to the story. This is a really cool way of doing this. Empty the culprit on his disappearance. Suwon's father has surrendered himself to it. No. Is it? This isn't the dad, though. I don't think. No, detective, you can't. Don't believe a word of what he says. I'll be at the station immediately. Okay, so this obviously isn't you. Everything he says is a lie. It was me. I made him do it. It was my fault. I'll be right there, detective. Don't you listen to anything he tells you. It's all my responsibility. Okay, so this is saying it's this. Oh my god. I have to open the locked to connect this conversation. Okay. Okay. The day Seoin's mother was discharged. Okay, so that's the clue for opening this, I guess. Okay. Hold on. So when I click on this, stuff over there highlights. Does anyone have any favorite places near the playgrounds where she might have been wandered off on her own? Sure. Wandered off? She didn't stroll away somewhere. She's been kidnapped. All possibilities are on the table, as if. Get off your chairs and do something. We're running out of time here. Mobilize the force, get those cruisers on the streets, anything. TikTok detective, who knows what they're doing to her? And you're sitting here asking me where she's gone on her own? God damn it. I'm sorry, detective. I know you're doing everything you can. Interesting. And who does this say this is? It's saying that someone's mother? Yeah, that seemed reasonable. Okay, does something else trigger it? I'm just trying to understand the interface a little bit here. Oh, okay. I see. Is that really possible? Detective, I think it might be my fault she's gone. I was in the hospital for a long time after I had Sewon. I couldn't care for her because I was bedridden. Since we both spent so much time looking up at the hospital ceiling, I thought I might be able to understand her better. Now, though, I'm not so sure. Do you think she resents me? Is that why she won't call me Mom? Is that why she always finds it so hard to find? I have to scour the playgrounds to find her. Okay. So I guess this one? Okay. I'm understanding the map now. I get it. I get it. I get it. It was a little baffling, but we're getting there. Who are you on the phone with on the afternoon of February 3rd? Well, our office isn't exactly well staffed, so I'm the one doing most of the phone duties.
They're waving a big flag with the number 15 on it.
Ooh. Are you home now? No one? Thanks for the streak. Who are you on the phone with on the afternoon of February 3rd? Our office isn't exactly well staffed, so I'm the one doing most of the phone duties. Hey Young, on the afternoon of the 3rd? Employees complain if we check in too often, so we usually don't do that. There's not much to call about in the afternoon. Wait a second. I see. I did call, but it wasn't for anything special. There's going to be, what was now, a Best Caregiver Award ceremony in a few days? So we asked if she could make it. Like, we have more than 100 caregivers working with us, but no one wanted to show. I think that was the gist of the call. I kind of regretted calling her. I mean, she's not the type to do that kind of company spirit event. You've talked to her, right? Can't even have a nice long chat. She's always cutting calls short. Something about being too busy with the kids. Has she even come into the office recently? So what's all this about? I mean, as long as she's doing her job, right? But a police visit? Really? She's not exactly a slacker. What's going on here? Okay, so this is not Dad talking. This is... Who could this be? Maybe Apollo's stationery? Maybe? Okay, so this is from crying in kindergarten. So if I go like this, it'll show me the conversation and the trigger for it. So cry. I'm so grateful to her. Oh. I had no idea that she was keeping such a close eye on Simon. Okay, so this is... Well, this could be the... Okay. There's something Simon always says to me. Mommy's the saddest... Okay, so... Obviously, this is Mom. Mommy's the saddest person in the world. She never says that when her father's around, of course. But I think I understand what she means to me now. Oh, no, this is still... the teacher, then? She never says that when her father's around. This could be Mom or teacher still. Someone genuinely thinks that way. She couldn't handle it otherwise. That's why she refused to cry. Because then that makes her the saddest person instead of her mom. Okay, her mom. Okay. She couldn't handle if she were the saddest person in the world, getting pity from everyone. That's probably how she sees it all. She's still so young. Children who are forced to grow up fast end up with the better control of their emotions. And that breaks my heart. Okay, so this is the teacher. Just looking over. Keys are unlocked when it ordered the fragments correctly. Why didn't you report any of this to the authorities? Okay. So your mother has contacted you. Exactly as you heard. Will you be coming to the police station together? That man was never one for prayer. No matter how deep you dug, he said the spade would never know the smell of the earth. He refused to pray even once her baby lay sick in the hospital. That's why he doesn't understand. That prayer is the reason we've been so blessed. All he did was get angry that he couldn't change anything with his own abilities. He said he turned himself in. If he really did take her, maybe it was because he couldn't afford child support payments. He's been complaining since last summer about how he was having a hard time keeping up with the payment schedule. I told him that this was a critical time in someone's life. That he had to get the act together, or his act together. We may be divorced, but he's still her father. Oh. Wait, hold on. We may be divorced, but he's still her father. Okay. Our baby lay sick in the hospital. Okay. Even now. I suppose he's trying to change things himself without even trying to pray. Okay, for now, we're going to say this is someone's mother, but it could be grandma. Okay, yeah, that must be her. Caregiver, police. Okay, let's go with caregiver. Oh, it's just those two. Okay. And what about police? There we go. City Hall. That's right. City Hall, you said? That's right, Chief. How are you? I'm from the Hemong City Hall Administrative Office. Okay. It's that time of year. 4 kids slated to start school this year in your district didn't show up to pre-entrance day. I'm just calling for your cooperation. You spoke with other families over the phone. They all said they were on vacations overseas or busy with other things, that sort of thing. I mean, elementary school classes haven't even started yet, so I'm going to report that everything looks fine. But you do have to make sure the paperwork's all there. Working on the police assistance request forms right now. They say that local police stations dispatch personnel to all the absentees' households for welfare checkups at the school board's request. Can you imagine a society where we take kids going to school this fucking seriously? Can you even imagine? Imagine that, Chief. It's like a free bonus, and our compensation for external personnel requisition is pretty solid, if you ask me. Once you get the form, send us your personnel roster with their direct deposit info attached, and we'll take care of things on this end. Okay, so there's City Hall. And this is obviously whoever the fuck that was, this guy. Received the notice from the school board, correct? It says in her files that she didn't attend pre-entrance day. Okay. I'm just here to check in, make sure everything's alright. The world's a dangerous place these days. I've been told City Hall personnel have spoken with Sewon's grandmother already. I just wanted to make sure. Is Sewon alright? Of course she is, Detective. You must have your hands full checking upon every absence in the district. You'll see when she wakes up. Sewon's healthy as a horse now. She'll have no trouble going to school. All that time in the hospital was tough on her, but she's grown up so strong. I'm proud of her. Sewon's been no end of trouble since I was pregnant with her. I think she takes after her father. She was born premature. The doctor scared us every time we went in for a checkup about how one thing could go wrong and then something else and on and on. I don't remember how many waivers and consent forms I had to sign, but I always knew she'd be alright. Those little hands were going to get bigger and stronger every day. No need to worry, I'm taking very good care of her. Sewon's father and I are no longer together, but my mother and I are doing our best to give her everything she needs. And I'll make sure she comes out the first day of school. Thank you for checking in. Okay. So this is, very obviously, Sewon's mom. And this is an early conversation. This is prior to her disappearance. There we go. So now, oh, these are the correct order. They're now connected. I can't move them anymore. I can move them all together, but these are stitched together now. Cool. Okay. So this one obviously comes later. I have no idea how much I missed. My phone let me know it was at 15%. Walked upstairs to get the charger, walked back downstairs, and then it's never been that quick before. Was your phone cold, by chance, Admiral? And you've more or less missed a little bit of stories, but mostly me learning how all of this works. Is there a special meaning to Sewon's name? Tina was born at 23 weeks. She weighed less than 700 grams. Mother had just come out of the C-section, was about to be transferred. Her mother, okay. Just about to come out of the C-section. You hear no one saying he was driving home. Yeah. Listen to the longest joke today. The punchline was a facepalm moment. No one. You ruined it. But the punchline's perfect. It's exactly what it should be. Okay. I was about to be transferred to the ICU with the baby, but the nurse called for me. Okay, so this is... Dad? Thought the longest joke in the world was Aristocrats. The Aristocrats? No. The Aristocrats isn't even that long. The point of the Aristocrats is that there is no joke. Right? Like, it's just a cacophony of everything going wrong and then just a punchline of the Aristocrats. But it's not that long. So, like, the thing with the Aristocrats is that you can make the story as long as you want it to be. Because the whole point is that you just finish off the story with the Aristocrats. So it reminded me of Thumbelina. A fragile, precious little princess nestled in a bright red flower. She was so light I could barely feel her in my arms. I was scared she might float away. The nurse told me to have a look, but I didn't know how. I could barely see through my tears. Couldn't even get a proper look at my precious baby girl. Okay, there we go. And the first thing I did after that confusing meeting, I registered her birth. I sprinted straight from the hospital to City Hall registration desk. I didn't stop to catch my breath. Then I wrote down her name, Sewon. That's Seo for rhinoceros and Wan for origin. It's an unusual name, I know. At the time, I was thinking of the old saying about marching forward like the lone horn of the rhino. I thought of that strength. I put all my weight into each stroke of the pen, every last one, hoping that the fragile piece of paper might help her somehow. That might help her, help root her to life, like a powerful anchor that kept her moored to us. Okay, cool. Long story, thank you. So this is Papa, obviously. This feels like an earlier thing. Could be later. I've already found the fragments containing the clues. Search for the answer now. Reason to suspect someone's mother. Oh, really? Interesting. Okay. Try and find some more bits of conversation. Nope. Have you contacted Seon's father? Okay. So, this one? Her fragility is what made them name her after something strong. Yes, because the idea really is to, by naming her something strong, is to like imbue her with that. It's an old multicultural superstition kind of thing. We've contacted someone's father. I keep calling, but he won't pick up. It's not out of the ordinary. We only meet for her birthdays. Okay. This is an emergency. His own daughter is missing. Detective, I was texting him on that day you came from the police station. Someone's always such a quiet girl, but she was chattering about how much happier she'd be if her father was here too. Who's that? Hi, Pokedoll. So I asked him if he'd come by and say hello. But he's heartless, that man. This kind of sounds like Grandma. It's not the ordinary we only meet for her birthdays. His own daughter is missing. Yeah, this sounds more like Grandma. Where's Grandma? Grandma. Okay, birthdays. Caregiver certificate of employment. Okay. Okay. Holy crap. Alright, let's start with that one. You have to sort stuff by the person, but you don't know who it is. Yeah, so it's... The way this is all kind of working is in order to actually unlock the whole story, I have to more or less use like these hashtags in each of the conversations, and that connects to different bits, either suspicions or these kind of key things, or like mysteries. So like that's what they're related to, and the other part of it is finding out who said it and when. And as you get those things, that's how we can unlock some of these gold entries. They're like that's how you get keys to unlock those, and those will obviously expand more of the story. We received testimony that you spoke on the phone with a city hall employee and told them someone couldn't attend pre-entrance day for personal reasons.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
It's been a grip.
Cause they love him in London and Paris and Tokyo, America, Scotland and Canada and Mexico. They say I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Fantastic. I appreciate that. Okay. Do you live with your daughter? The pre-entrance day? Okay, so this isn't Grandma. Well, maybe. What was that my daughter said? No. Oh no, this is definitely Grandma then. Okay, it's like cold, I think. Yes. I remember now. I knew it was pre-entrance day, so I asked my daughter later how it went. I don't live with her, of course, but I'm in the area and drop in from time to time. It's just, I don't want to leave her alone for too long, spending all of her time wallowing in misery. I do remember that I was visiting a few days ago when the City Hall employee called. He asked me the same thing you did, Detective. So I think I said that she was doing well, that I was taking perfect care of my granddaughter. Detective, this is ridiculous. It was just one missed pre-entrance day at school. What are you interrogating me for? Okay, so this was obviously Grandmama, which is that one. Okay, so those two don't connect. I remember that I was visiting a few days ago when the City Hall employee called. He asked me the same things you did, Detective. So the City Hall guy, where was that call? I remember that one. Sorry, just ripped the story. Needed a cup of Joe. Hey, no, hey, it's fine. The bits still spend, you know. I'm sorry if this is just a pain, just because I missed some things. Okay. It's wild to not know who asked the questions. Oh, right. So sorry. We are a 70-year-old now retired detective, and I'm pretty sure we have dementia. So, like, we can't remember the details properly. And we've been approached by possibly a ghost, possibly the specter of death, 70. A 7-year-old detective with dementia raises so many more questions. But yeah, it could be like our own guilt. So we are trying to recall this case, and we're recalling it in fragments of memory. How do you remember the time so precisely? My phone call's history. I never leave the children alone when we're out together. But then I got a phone call. I don't usually get calls in the afternoon. I think I panicked. The first thing that came to mind was that I had to pick up somewhere quiet so I could hear. So I ducked into the condo hallway. The call was 5 minutes long, but she disappeared in less than that. I know because I looked up partway through the conversation, she was already gone. Okay. So yeah, that still feels like Sewon's mom. Just gonna scooch this up. See if it catches with anything. No, okay. Thought we were actively working on a case. No, yeah, this is a cold case. The child disappeared like 15 years ago or something like that. What Mango always carries around? What do you carry around? You carry around... Someone's brother. Oh, it's gonna be like a phone, right? How do I do this? I kind of set that up here, right? Connect. This one? Nope. Interesting. Okay. So we have to find what the brother is carrying around. We have whatever it is. Oh, you're gonna vote up simulacra. Okay. Where is my... This. Nope, not this. Oh, yes, this. Simulacra. Boop, boop. Okay, there we go. I will take your votes. Okay. Interesting. This says we know what Mango carries around, but what does he carry around? I don't remember. We don't have anything under him right now. Finished all the Simulacra games yesterday. They probably should have stopped it for one game. Sim 2 or 3 were just okay. Anyways, okay. Did anyone from her family drop in today or Siwon herself on her own? Today? No, not Siwon, and not her brother either. Ask what the police want with them? Not the first to come looking for her today. Is this about Mango's mother? The thing is, Mango's only been coming with Siwon these days. He used to come with his mother all the time when he was younger, but I haven't seen her in quite a while. Is she doing alright? Okay, so this is obviously this dude. Oh, this isn't him. This is... this guy. Right? I think. How does Mango feel? Must have been a big change for him. Your station searched the park and the neighborhood. Right, detective? The one with the pond? The weeping willow trees by the water. They're lonely to look at. Took a stroll there last year with Mango and Heijong, and the trees reminded me of Mango. It looks like he's at the mercy of the wind sometimes, but the truth is he's the most unyielding boy you'll meet. For children, adults too, I suppose, a death in the family is apparently like experiencing your universe collapse. Rebuilding those ruins was a time-consuming journey, but I think Mango's managed quite well in his own right. I don't know if you noticed, but there's something he always carries around him. Never leaves home without it. Oh, cool. No, what is it? God damn it! I don't know who's talking here. Your station searched the park. Took a stroll there last year with those two. Wait, who is Heijong? Is the... What the hell is Durihana? Is that a school? Okay. Far from the fragmented. Okay, I don't know. Is it a watch? I don't know how to do this yet. I'm gonna keep just ripping apart stuff, but I'll do that after the break because the ads are about to come in. So go get yourself a drink and snack, go to the washroom, scream to a pillow, stare into the middle distance, contemplate the nature of time, and we will be back in like, I don't know, 3-ish minutes. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna put myself down here so you can see the map. There's a map in the bottom, in the right here. It kind of shows where like there's stuff. So this one comes up here. So playground. That's related to so many things. So when did you happen, or did you happen to see this boy when you went to the playgrounds to find someone? You know that playground near the stationery store, right? Saw that boy a few days ago. He went from the playground straight to the store. I remember wondering why someone was sticking so close to that boy. Why do you ask, detective? Does the boy have something to do with this case? Who the fuck is talking here? That's just going to some mystery thing right now. Okay. How's this related to the hospital?
Sippy, sippy, sip, sip.
Okay. Apparently we can do this one. The day someone disappeared. Okay, hold on. Wait. I think I have that. Okay, so this is the day she disappeared. 2012 25. What was the correct date? So is it 0205? 0203. Shit. Hang on. Cool. All right, whatever. I did it. Birthdays. I did. Joy. Which one's Choi again? That's dad? Yes. Spouse. Doing it accidentally shouldn't count. Well, I thought it was on the 5th, but it took the 3rd. I don't know. I don't know why it's taking the 3rd. Okay. Oh. The mom died. Oh. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Oh, right. I forgot that Korea does that. Choi is their last name. It's... Okay, so her birthday is 0204. So we can unlock that one now. Does that connect to anything? Okay, but that at least means we can do this one. Oh, that's Dave's mother was discharged. Oh, that's discharge. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. New conversation. It's their first name, but it's their family name. Yeah. It's well, yeah. So yeah, but you wouldn't refer to them as Choi. I've been referring them to as Choi as the guy's first name, but that's not. His name is not like Dunjun Choi or Choi, whatever. It's whatchamacallits? Why am I blanking on this? Bajoran style. Hello, madam. Senior Inspector John Chong from okay. So this is us. You'd be Sewon's mother, correct? I'm just here to see Sewon, if that's alright. Oh my gosh. You scared me, detective. I was expecting the deliveryman. Could you please knock instead of ringing the doorbell next time? My daughter's taking a nap. She dozed off in front of the TV just when I was watching the race. Just tucked her in. Come inside, fast asleep, you see? I suppose you can't really tell under the blanket. She must be tired, the poor thing. Seo and I were out all day yesterday. She slept in this morning, too. I swear kids grow up so fast. She's gotten so much taller that barely anything fits anymore. First day of school is only a month away. There's so much to buy. I hope she wakes up soon so we can eat and get her uniform fitted. I'm sorry, detective. You might have to wait a while before she wakes up. So, what brings you here? Okay, so this we should be able to find. There we go. So these two are related, but there's something in between them. Okay. The key reason the English teacher needed funds. Right. Okay, so where is that conversation? Did I move that over to the dad? I might have. Okay, hold on. Kill that. Oh no, that's just needed funds. Okay, so this, I guess, is the English teacher. Okay, it's related to a lot of crap, but not something I can crack right now. Hospital? Okay, nope. Okay, death? Okay. Okay, there's one at the top about her being taller. You can use. That's new. Oh, finally, we have something we can do to tether into the child. I heard you're in 5th grade at elementary school. With your height, I bet you, the girls won't leave you alone. You're very tall for your age. Is that because you take after your mom? I take after her? Really? Am I like her? Okay, cool. So we at least have something. Which one is it? Okay, there we go. So that goes there. Doesn't help us very much, but it's something. Oh, candy. Hold on. Can you tell me now what happened when you last saw Saewon? We always used to buy Saewon candy from the stationery store on the way home. This is her brother. But we didn't buy her candy recently because Auntie doesn't come with us anymore. I told Saewon to stay where she was and went to the stationery store. I ran right over. The stationery store is just up the steps over the fence. It's really quick, I swear. I was only gone for a bit, and when I ran back, she wasn't there. I called her name like, Saewon, but she didn't come. Only Auntie did. I started crying, and Auntie said I shouldn't tell anyone she wasn't with us. She told me not to say anything. Just like that monk we saw at the temple. Hold on. Wait, who is the aunt? Like, I've seen Auntie's been used a bunch. But we don't have an aunt in here. Huh. Oh my god. Was your son still there? was under the impression that both children were at the playground. He said he was the same the whole time, but that he had no idea where she'd gone. Okay, so I scolded him. You're not making any sense. So desperate that I was too harsh with him. Even though it's my fault someone's disappeared. I failed them both. Please don't ask Mango for information. He won't tell you anything. I mean... For now... I'm going to tether that under just the miscellaneous category for now, because that could be mom, but I don't know. Wait, hold on. It's in this one, promised. There we go. It's okay if you don't want to talk about it. I don't mind waiting. But, could you promise me that once you're ready, you'll talk to me? Does this connect to anything? Not presently, okay. I'm so confused about this one. What does he carry around? I would like to say a watch, but I don't remember seeing anything with a watch. Confusing. Is it school? You seem to know Salmon's family well. Mango's family, well, I've seen them since the children were little. Since, say, 3 or 4 years now. When they first moved in, I was sure Mango was finished, or close to finishing school. He's tall for his age, and he's very quiet, that one. His mother was picking up supplies for younger kids, so I showed her to the shelves older children might like. Okay, so this is... Okay. She'll have said he gets that a lot. Mango's mature beyond his years, and I don't mean his looks. It's normal for kids his age to only think themselves, but he's always hanging back and letting his sister spend all his pocket money. Okay, so this is this dude. There we go. Oh, hold on. I think I actually know what this one is. So I think this is going to connect to this one. So, this conversation? There we go. Oh, it can be oh my god, it can be individual statements inside of a thing. Oh, no. Okay. Wait, hold on. So I gotta hit one of these ones. Lie. There we go. Now you're back, which means you're still searching, I take it. I tried to think of anyone suspicious I might have seen in the area, but nothing. The truth is, well, yes, Mango was here. Sorry for lying to you, I didn't think it was important. You see, I didn't want you to think badly of him. He's a good boy at heart. I'm very sorry, I truly am. I should have told you up front. What time did he come into the store again? I believe a little after 3:30, I believe. Well, nothing was out of the ordinary. He looked like he was in a rush, and when I asked, they said he had to get back quick. He went straight to the usual candy shelf and picked out a bag, so I assumed it was for Sue one. It was her favorite brand. You know, the pink candy that's so big your cheeks puff out like a squirrel? I told you before my uncle was very mature for his years. But that day I saw him squatting in front of the greeting card shelf for a long time with the candy still in hand. Eventually he came up with the counter and paid for the candy, but he wouldn't look me in the eye. I thought it was strange, so I went over to check the shelf, and, well, one of the cards was gone. I was disappointed in the boy, of course. Made up my mind to give him a stern talking to, but at the time, well, I felt sorry for him. I can only imagine what he went through, or what went through his mind when he was squatting there in front of that shelf. Oh, and that's connected to that. So, I almost have a key. Okay, so we can... Alright. We can unlock this one because we know what he stole. There we go. Auntie told me that lying's not about what's good, but what's necessary. Oh dear. Said lying wasn't always a bad thing. It's the bad lies that are really bad. Mom said she'd watch over me from heaven. She said she'd watch over us after she died. But that was a lie, right? There's no such thing as heaven. But Sayone doesn't know that. She's so stupid. Mom was lying. But that doesn't mean that Mom was a bad person? There's testimony that shows his mixed feelings on Heion. Okay, mixed feelings. Nope. I'm just gonna go up the conversation here, but... Oh, you take after. Okay. Sure. Where does this go? Silence. Does it don't want to talk? There we go. Okay. What if you, your lie is the bad kind? The kind that it's only going to hurt Auntie and Sewon. I'm a little confused about saying Auntie here. I don't know. Unless that's Shin Haeyoung, this person over here. But I don't know. Why is not saying anything a lie? It's a lie of omission. I tell you, if I say what really happened, then Auntie sounds like a bad guy. But she's a good person. It's my fault, not Auntie's. It's all my fault. Okay. Well, let's go connecting these. There we go. Oh, I have a key. I can unlock a conversation now, I think. Okay, well, we should be able to connect some more of these, right? There we go. Okay, now I actually have a key I can unlock. Hot diggity. What one do we want to unlock, though? Okay, hold on. So apparently I have the information for this one. Got a good start in the Apocalypse run. Congratulations, Holly. I don't know what one that relates to yet. You finished Flathorn? You have what you need to get into the Manufacturing West? Damn. You're just skipping along, aren't you? Someone's mother's birthday. Oh, hold on. Wait, I do have that information. Date of birth, December 25th, 1225. Or 1974. Hey! Trying to decide where I actually want to have my base in this time. In the caf, near the tram, or on the security office again. I don't know, probably new run, new you. I would pick a new place. Okay, who's the closest I can get to? Hospital? There we go. How old was Simon when Miss Shin Heijong first came to take care of her? Okay, so this is Auntie. Shin is Auntie. We just didn't have this connection before. The only place I would definitely want to do it in isn't until Power Services. I first met Heijong when Sim was 4. That was a few years ago. When my wife died of illness, I was despondent, didn't know how I'd raise the kids. My hand was there to support us. They're called caregivers instead of nannies these days, aren't they? Heijong is my child's caregiver. She's been coming in to look after the kids ever since my wife was hospitalized. She befriended them instantly. I don't know how we could have coped without her. Someone even calls her mom and treats her like one too. I can never thank her enough, but now I'm starting to think I relied on Heijong too much. I mean, she's not exactly family, is she? Okay. So you're the caregiver who everyone is referring to as Auntie. Okay. So, I had... Okay, so this has got to be the aunt. It's got to be you, right? I saw the boy a few days ago. He went from the playground straight to the store. I remember why someone was sticking so close to that boy. I don't know who's talking about this. His relationship. Yes. Should be able to answer this now. From down here. There we go. Haha. I guess that's like an indicator of important piece of information. Wait. Died is wild? Yeah. Yeah, the hashtags are an interesting thing. Okay, caregiver. Let's trigger this conversation. Boop. Okay. Okay. Hereby certified that the above has been assigned the client. Okay. Certificate issued then. Join the support center. Okay. Heijong's birthday. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. Feb 6th. Shit. Nah. Okay, no, that's not the one I want. Sounds promise hurt playground. Playground, here we go. Oh my god, that's... It's so many places. sounds a heavy burden for a 5th grader, but man, I refused to give in, so I investigated everyone I could. Residents, passerbys, local businesses, everyone. There's a little indent in the wall behind the flower beds. You can see the playground from there, but not the other way around. At least for the children playing there. That's where you were hiding, wasn't it? To watch over them from afar? When I went to the playground, I would hear the other mothers gossip about me and the children. I would have heard it too. I understand why people get the wrong idea. Someone calls me Mummy. So it didn't hurt if Manago hated me. I can only imagine how he felt whenever his sister called me that. A few weeks ago, Manago told me to stay away from him, so I just wandered around for what seemed like forever and found that spot. I know he must hate the fact that I exist, but I may not be his mother, but still, I promised one young that I would take care of them both. And now look what's happened. I only looked away for a second. Well, you took a second to rest because I've been standing on my toes the whole time. But is that true? Because I'm pretty sure you took a phone call, didn't you? So that actually also means some stuff that I associated to the mom is not hers. Okay, this is actually him. Detective John, do you remember me? Came to check on. So wait, is none of this the mother? And you said, huh. Okay, this must be her then. I think. What does he always carry around? Oh, the umbrella. Ah. I understand now. Which I think actually is in this one. There we go. I'm figuring it out. I'm slow, but I'm getting there. I just want to go to this one. The umbrella, you mean? That's right. Whether he's going to school or some outing, he's always got an umbrella in hand. It's been that way since my wife passed. There was something she always told the kids when she was in the hospital. She promised that she'd go ahead to heaven and watch over them from above. I didn't say anything. All I did was sit in the distance and sigh, as I recall. I think he wanted to tell her there was no such thing as heaven. That if she wanted to watch over him, she could do it from Earth. It wasn't long before she passed. I only noticed after some time that man always took an umbrella with him when he left the house. And then I remembered the exact promise his mother made. I mean, how about this, then? Since I won't be able to pick you up from school on rainy days, I'll ask God to stop the rain if you ever forget your umbrella. Thanks. Okay. Does that connect to anything? Nope. Okay. This might not be the mother anymore, right? It's kind of reads like grandma. Okay, apparently I can solve this one. Key reason: the English teacher needed funds. Apparently I can answer that question. School teacher. Okay, this is very obviously grandma, since her face is on it. The day she was discharged. Okay. This one's bugging me because, like, it's telling me that I know it. Oh, something about... Yeah, hold on. Wait. I just have to, like, skim through these. There it is. That one, I think. He couldn't afford his child support payments. There we go. We've been divorced for about 5 or 6 years. I'm a monster, and I abandoned my wife when she needed me most. At the time, I thought it was all for the best. That we'd reached our limit, that we'd only hurt each other if we kept living like this. That's what I told myself. Christ meant I would face the emptiness inside, and it was excruciating. Because I knew that void could never be filled. If only we could have cried it out together and kept each other going. But we struggled to help each other. We were making no progress at all, and one day, I realized that it hurt more to deal with our pain together than alone. So we chose to go our separate ways. That was our decision. To run from our wounds instead of confronting them. To let the blade drop on the guillotine. Okay, so that's very obviously Papa. Okay, explain to me how you took her. I was a junior high school English teacher all my career. Okay. Ever since I finished the teacher's college and military service. But after the divorce, I quit my job at the school and started tutoring and doing cram school gigs. And my income isn't particularly stable. I need the money, I'm sorry. I went to the playground intending to kidnap any child who seemed to be alone. I was there for more than 30 minutes and I saw the little girl playing by herself for a long time, so I lied to her. Once I brought her with me, I got scared. I didn't know how I would even ask her parents for a ransom. That's how it was. I was afraid and decided to stop, and nothing more. Okay. So, ex-English teacher. know that yet. Okay. Go back and do this other conversation. Oh, never mind. Not yet. Oh, we can apparently do this one. Do you really think Mr. Kim Gangsuk is the culprit? Oh, God. So Kim Gangsuk is the English teacher, I guess. Reason to suspect Sewon's mother. I don't know how to answer that. Apparently I have all the clues for it, but like... I don't really know how to answer that right now. I'm really baffled how to do this one. You know, let's unlock one of these gold things. She was with us exactly 108 days. That was the time someone lived and breathed with us. This is a hospital? If only I could have held her at least once, kissed those little cheeks. At least if I'd been able to hear her cry, maybe I would have been able to accept it. Someone's mother still had milk for a baby who was gone. Oh. Oh, I see. So they lost another child. Huh. Okay. Wait, hold on. Hang on. You guys didn't do like a steal the baby from the hospital thing, did you? The crib was still so warm and it never seemed to get colder. So how could I possibly file that report? Looking back, it was her name. Her name was the problem. It's my fault for coming up with that name. I can't tell you how much I regret it. It's giving her strength. That name marched her forward all alone like the rhino's horn. Wait, what? I am so confused right now. Oh, but this is his testimony. Wait, hold on. What the fuck? Multiple fathers, I guess, maybe? Orville playground time. So where's she now? She's with her family. Made sure she had something to eat for dinner before I dropped her off. Once I brought her to the playground where I first found her, she knew exactly how to get home. I rang the doorbell and stood at the entrance waiting for her parents. It was only a few seconds, but in that short time, I wondered again and again if I should just leave the girl there and run. Detective, I was being stupid. I was stupid to kidnap her, and I'm still being foolish now. I have the nerve to feel guilty about it all. The girl's father, He pulled the girl tight into his arms and wept. I knelt in front of him to apologize. But he bowed so low I thought he'd fall. He thanked me. He thanked me for bringing her home safe. What I did was indefensible. I will accept my punishment. I know that won't make up for the suffering I caused their family, but I will live with the rest of my life in sincere contrition. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna tuck that up there for now. Okay, her mother and brother were with her. This isn't you. This is this one. There we go. Okay, what else did I fucking associate to the teacher that isn't the teacher? Her name was the problem. Okay, hold on. Where's the thing with the name? That was up here? This one. So this is actually ex-English teacher. There we go. The day someone died. So 108 days from her date of birth. Right? Date of birth, August 1st, 2004. So what's 100 days out from August 1st? God damn it. Hold on. August 1st. Actually, you know what? November 17th. Okay. Same one? Alright. I guess she's dead. Hold on. The day she died. November? Okay. But she was registered on the 4th, so... Huh. Huh. Interesting. Okay. A little stuck here. The day she died. So... 108 days. Am I fucking something up here? Date of birth was August 1st. And then 108 days from August 1st. There's 2 say wounds? There might be. See, that's saying November 17th. Unless... Okay, hold on. August 1st, 2004. Unless there's like a weird leap year thing. No, that's about 108 days. No, it's still, yeah, it's November 17th. He kidnapped one because his daughter died. Okay, so he kidnapped the other one because of her name. Maybe. Yeah, there's something weird's going on here. Not kidnapping. Yeah, exactly. Okay, this doesn't belong to you. You're something else. This one? You have that playground near the stationery store, right? I saw that boy a few days ago. Who are you talking to right now? Who else could this be? School supplies, maybe. Try it. No. Okay. Move this back into the caregiver for the moment. About the kindergarten teacher testimony, I'm so grateful. I know. Oh, okay. Hold on. This testimony isn't yours. This is either Sewon's mother or the caregiver. I feel like this might be the caregiver. There we go. But this is your son. Weird. Seems the culprit behind the disappearance. Someone's father has surrendered himself to us. Oh, hold on. Oh, wait. We can't actually do this now. Hold on. Because he turned her back in. There we go. Because it's a different... Oh, God. They both have same... Oh, my God. No wonder this is so fucking confusing. Wait, what was that connected to? Oh, this one. Turn himself in. It's a different fucking Seiwon. I don't know the birth of that dude's. I'm getting my Seiwons confused. That's why it's not November fucking 17th. It's a different goddamn Seiwon. Okay, Seiwon alright? Said she had a great time at Auntie's house. And that when she said she missed me, she was brought straight back home. Sorry I didn't contact you sooner. I knew you were out there searching, but I was too caught up in the moment. I didn't ask any questions. All I knew is that my daughter was gone for 3 days, but now she's back. I know it sounds strange, but all I could say was thank you over and over again. I could bow 100 times over and it wouldn't be enough. Seiwon's back completely unharmed, and that's good enough for me. Detective Seiwon, well, she's been hurt in the past, and I can only blame myself for adding yet another wound to her young heart. Tell me, did that man surrender to the police? Okay. I'm just gonna see if I can connect any of these. There we go. Okay. I have another key. I can unlock something important. I still don't know with this one. Apparently I have reasons to suspect Seiwon's mother. Okay. We'll come back to that. What's this one? It's all mysterious. Let's do this one. This isn't your fault as much as it isn't Mego's fault. I was forgot to congratulate you. Happy birthday, Miss Shin. It's your birthday, correct? I know this may not be the best time, but I think you should know. I paid to visit the stationery store he goes to for her. Okay. Apparently we picked up someone's usual candy and a birthday card. The owner said he took a long time trying to decide which to get. I wonder why he'd get a birthday card of all things. But now I understand. Thank you. I always thought maybe he hated me. Wasn't trying to take his mother's place, but I assumed that's what he thought. How could it be so stupid? I should have known better, knowing how badly he's been hurt. Detective, what happens to Seiwon's mother now? Oh, hey, that's a piece of detail. Okay. Ad time. Go get yourself a drink, a snack, go to the washroom, scream to a pillow, contemplate the notion of multiple Seiwons, and we'll be back in like 3 minutes. Hold on. Okay, we're back. So, can't do that one yet. We have to do this one, right? I don't think there's anything else shaky. Shaky hashtags lead to new questions. So let's actually just do a quick old scan here before we just try and figure out what the clues are. Cross some things off while we're kind of traversing here. Alright, let's try and figure this out. Reason to suspect Sewon's mother. Oh, this is a plot one. Fuck. God damn it. See, now you remember, someone turned himself in, but you're still suspicious of Sewon's mother. Are you misremembering something? No, that's not it. My memories are hazy and out of order, but those were the exact conversations. Sewon's father clearly said, keep her completely out of her mother's reach. That's why we wanted to keep the case unsolved. And there was more testimony. Alright then, let's have a look for reasons to suspect Sewon's mother. Your doubts about her will unveil more of your cloud of memories. It's absolutely true that Sewon's mother is the reason the girl went missing. Ooh, dang. Okay. Let's see. This says my daughter worries easily. Okay, there we go. What about the kindergarten teacher thing, right? Okay, there we go. And then wasn't there was another thing from oh shit, who said it? Was it Grandma? Oh, who the fuck said it? It was the thing about not being able to trust them. Crap, who said that? Oh, okay. Do you think Mr. Kim Gangsuck's the culprit? I don't know. Do you really suspect him, Detective? Even if he were in financial trouble, I don't think he would stoop that low. Instead, he'd... I'm not trying to defend Gangsuck. I'm only telling you what I saw. There's a woman skulking around that playground, always hanging back. I thought she was suspicious because I kept running into her when I went looking around for Sewon. She's in her 30s, or early 40s, a little on the tall side, around 10 centimeters taller than me. She was always looking at the playground from afar, always behind the wall, behind the flower bed. You wouldn't see her looking unless you were really looking, okay? But she could probably keep an eye on the kids at the playground if she really craned her neck. Sorry, they're standing on her toes trying to look over the wall. By the way, Detective, what was the name of that girl Gangsuck confessed to talking? Oh, good. They're connected. Good. Hey! That was my conversation with Sewon's mother, right? Probably. I don't understand. She acts as if she knows the man who turned himself in, and asks about her kidnapped daughter as if she's a stranger. It's frightening. Was she having a dissociative episode? Ma'am, do you remember these things that made you stand on your toes? What does that have to do with anything? In my case, I only really stood on my toes for one reason. Affection. Taking my eyes on something or something I really cared about. Or someone, sorry. Ma'am, you were on the force nearly 30 years. It was the only case you left unsolved. Remember how you closed that file and placed it on the cabinet? Were you standing on your toes? Okay, weird. Okay, so there we go. Now we got his name. You can apparently answer this one now. Okay, so this should have come from this one, right? There we go. You were behind the flower bed. We know you weren't at the playground. I understand you didn't want to cause me any more guilt, but you should have known better. How did you know? I told him he didn't need to say anything. He knows he doesn't have to tell you. It wasn't his fault Sewon is missing. It wasn't your fault, Miyogo. I should have been watching you, even if you didn't want me close by. That's what I told him. I made sure he knew that I was the one who lost Sewon, not him. Okay. Wait, what am I missing here? Oh, I must be able to move some conversations around. That's where I'm stuck. Okay, this is an earlier conversation for sure. This one's weird. I don't know where this one sits. This might not be him, actually. This might be Kim. Thinking about it. Yes, this is Kim. There we go. her. My daughter took her along. Okay, this is grandma. There we go. Keep calling it won't pick up. It's not the ordinary one to be for birthdays. Okay, this isn't grandma. This is Sewon's mother. Here we go. And these have timestamps, so we can actually shift this around here. 12:35, day 4. That obviously happens before. And then this is... Okay. 2015. Okay. We got another key, so we can just go ahead and unlock that. Jesus Christ. Let's do this one. Oh, I'm still a key short. Shit. Fuck. Okay. There we go. Yeah, ha ha. Perfect. Knowing your family's responsible, but I told Auntie not to come to the playground. I told her to stay away. I said I could take someone without her. It is my fault. I'm the one who made Auntie go away. It's just if we're all at the playground together, we'd look like a family. And Mom would see Sewon and call Auntie Mom. I know Mom's not really watching us from heaven. I know she was lying, but I didn't want her to be sad. It's not Auntie's fault. I'm the one who told her not to come with us. Okay. There we go. So is that the kid's entire testimony now? All right, we've got the child unlocked. Okay, so we've still got a few breaks here. Is there anything usual on Sewon's activities today? Business usually goes to the kindergarten and we go to the playground on weekends as a family. Is this the mom? This might be the mom instead of the dad. I got a call from my mother. Okay, hold on. This is definitely not the dad. There we go. Ooh, there we go. That's all one big conversation there. Okay, what's this? 12:35. When does this one end? Uh, 2/5, 137. Okay. 25, 137. So that one's after. This could be caregiver. Nope. Ugh, okay. I'm really confused with the mother and caregiver thing at this point. Back to the dad for now. Trying to look at the map for the breaks here. This. If this isn't grandma. You, maybe? Yeah, it must be you because you talked about the umbrella. There we go. Fuck. Cool, we got another key. Unlock some shit. Okay. Let's not see his name. Oh, she's absent because they didn't report her death. Yes, okay. So that is April 3rd. So now we can go down here. What's pull this calculator again. April 3rd. Boop. July 20th. God damn it. There we go. There we go. Case unsolved. Why'd you turn yourself in? Even the victim family hasn't reported you. This isn't just about taking the fall from Miss Song Young, isn't it? I heard she reported someone missing. When Min Young's mother told me, I was worried for Min Young, but at the same time I was a little glad. After we got divorced, she was in therapy for a long time. We should have gotten help back when she began to think Seowon was alive but missing. No, as soon as Seowon passed away. Min Young was finally discharged from the hospital on Seowon's birthday. We went to visit her grave together, and she ran her hand over the grave. Her eyes were empty. There was no hope. Min Young's still changed that day, circling round and round that moment forever. I started to think that she'd given up completely. She was utterly spent. There was no drive left in her eyes. I began to doubt she'd ever recover. That's why I was relieved to hear that she was set out to find Seowon. Because now she at least had something to live for, something that would sustain her and keep her alive. Maybe she knew that too. Deep down, that's why she would reported Seowon missing. Maybe she thought Seowon was better missing alive than dead. That the missing persons report would anchor her to this world, just like I had hoped with her birth certificate. She was grasping for a lifeline, just like me. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's the whole reason I'm here, Detective. I want to make a request. Could you please mark this person okay? Okay. So, now, this one comes over here. connect. Just gonna scooch these around. There we go. This one connect anywhere? Not yet. Okay. The day she was discharged. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hang on. There we go. We've got her name now. That's good. She was in therapy for a long time. Maybe it was finally discharged from the hospital on Sewon's birthday. Aha! Which was August 1st? Where is it? Up here, right? August 1st. Wait, what? Or hold on. Wait, which Sewong is it? This one? 0403? Ah! Fuck. Playground. What do you mean Sewon was taken because she was mistaken for Miss Song Myung's late daughter? Asked Myung what happened. She said she heard someone call Sewon's name and finally found her after going from one playground to the next. It was a boy, probably the girl's brother, who was telling her to wait. Wait right here, Sewon. She didn't tell me anything else, but I can guess what happened. Min-young must have gone and brought her back, like a mother picking up a child who's gone to play. The girl was so sweet, too, calling my daughter Auntie. I'm sorry, Detective, I really am. I should have called right away. But then I couldn't bear to do it. Not until you paid that visit. After you dropped by, I was terrified. My hands were shaking. I found myself dialing a number, calling Sewon's father. I told him that Min-young seemed to have brought home a stranger's child, and pleaded with them to get the girl back to her parents. I would cause a diversion, I said, so I could get her. Oh. Okay. I understand. I understand the story now. Okay. I know she may not be well, but I didn't want my daughter to end up kidnap her. I was being shameless, I know. I knew exactly what I was doing, Detective, but until someone's father turned himself in, even though he's done nothing wrong, I thought we could act as if nothing at all had happened, sweep it all under the rug, knowing full well that Sewon's father is just as precious a child to his parents as Min-young is to me. Okay. Now we get it. Now it all makes sense. Now, where do we just connect these? Where's the one about the talking to the father about on birthdays? Where's that? Down here? No. Ah, crap, where is it? This could be Grandma, actually. There we go. Okay. Where the hell is the phone call one? It was like birthdays or some shit. Calling. This one. Oh, there we go. When's the last time you saw him? Do you call him often? What's that man got to do with someone gone missing? We cut off all contact years ago. Nerve him walking out after what happened to the girl. I mean, someone was always sickly. That man divorced my daughter, leaving her to care for the poor baby alone. Well, he's not the sort of man who'd take her away from under the mother's nose. Okay, so yeah, this goes back over to Grandmama. Good luck with the case. I'm off to bed. Using this game's far too say. It's fair. I mean, okay, what happened was Sewon mother, this one, was married to Kim. They had a kid. Kid passed away in the hospital. Broke her brain. She's never been the same. They divorced because she just wasn't healing and he couldn't help her. Fast forward, she gets married to Dungeon here, and they have a new kid named Sonyoung, or Sewon, whatever. Or no, they're not. I can't remember. No, they're not related. This guy has a kid, same name, at the playground. She finds it and takes the kid home. Grandma calls ex-husband and is like, hey, my daughter just kidnapped a kid. Can you return them? And so he's like, yup, I'll do that. He returns the kid back to the original parents, then turns himself in so that the mother, Minyoung won't get implicated for doing what she did because she's mentally unwell. That is the story. Okay, well, let's see if we can solve this one. How someone's grandmother instructed for the kidnapping? So there we go. When did Miss Young set out to find Sewon? Must have been when she got the note saying Sewon was due to start elementary school. It pushed her completely over the edge. Got a notice from City Hall last December. I checked most of the Young's mail before she does, Detective. We have no idea what might set her off. This notice about Sewon starting school. My heart nearly stopped. I had no idea that they had never reported her death. There was on the document Sewon's name printed clear. I could only imagine how it would make her feel. I'm sorry, Detective. I'm not the victim here. I don't deserve to wallow in pity like this. I can only apologize. At the time, I balked. I was frozen, and Minyoung saw me and read the notice. She looked so happy. She smiled so brightly. I hadn't seen her so delighted in, well, must have been years. The pre-entrance day was just at the end of December. Minyoung insisted we had to go and get Sewon's uniform fitted. She was fussing about getting all our shots and picking up school supplies, and wondered when Sewon was taking so long to come home. That's when it started, I think. Okay. So there is kidnapper somewhere in Grandma's thing. There it is. Yes, I have a key. Please let me key. but you're not being contrite. You're lying to me. Who was around when someone was taken? What was she wearing, and which direction did you take her? You couldn't answer any of these questions. The confession that you're the kidnapper, it could take away Miss Young's chance to represent and seek forgiveness for herself. You can't wait for her to recover before getting things right. You know she'll be racked by guilt. Could you live with that on your shoulders? Your ex-mother-in-law is in the next room. She told us everything. Consider how she might feel, having just reported her own daughter to protect you. You've been financially supporting your ex-wife's therapy all these years under the pretext of child support. This won't be much different. Just take a step back and support her from afar. She has a long battle ahead of her, being treated in custody. Detective, where did it all go wrong? Did I mess this up from the beginning? Someone's name? I never should have given her that name. Now do you understand why Kim Song was, yes? Did I get all the achievements? No, I'm still missing 2. Hold on. Now you remember everything. Do you understand why his case was never solved after all this time? For telling me that she came home safely. I didn't doom a little girl to her death. Thank you. Remember how surprised I was when I first saw this case? Everyone involved was lying for one reason or another. Whether it was to protect a loved one or keep a promise to someone important. And what about you? Are you keeping a secret for someone just like them? Yes, actually, for your sake. Oh no! God damn it, in order for me to unlock this, to get the true ending, I need to resort everything. I shouldn't have clicked yes on that. God damn, hold on. Wait, what if I just Alt F4? Hold on. I don't know where that's going to leave me off. Where's it going to resume me? Right from the beginning? Ah, shit. Whoops. Wait, why is that resume? Okay, hold on. Here we go. What does this button do? Okay. So I can fix this now. Interesting. Okay, so we just need to find the various conversations and how they're all stitched together. This one is still weird. Oh, never mind. There it is. Is he totally solved? He is. Okay. Is the mother solved? No, not quite. This one could still be the mom. This could also be caregiver. I'm missing some kind of conversation point between this one from Young. And there's a break here. Oh, there we go. I think he's done. Okay, what about Grandma? Grandma looks good. There we go. Okay. That's connected. This one could be the original dad. There we go. Okay, good. So we're still missing something for the mother. So one of these. This could be the mom. This could be the missing piece we're missing. There we go. There, now we've got the true ending. Hot damn, we did it. Yeah, great work, ma'am. Now you remember everything. Do you understand why someone's case was never solved all this time? We do all this. Okay, so now let's look at this. So can I look at both of these? Presumably I can. We'll just read through the cold case detective and then we'll come back and look at the trending. Cold case team doesn't usually take on a case like someone's. Police get more than 20,000 missing children reports every year. The cold case team just doesn't have the capacity. One quiet disappearance in a sea of violent unsolved cases. No one was spared a case a second thought. But I couldn't tear my eyes away. Not when I saw that name. What? Her name was King Se-won. That's Seo for rhinoceros and Won for origin. Just like me. We're the same age too. Wait, you can't mean. Ma'am, look at my badge. It's me. Try to say one. The missing girl you found. Dramatic twist. If I have to redo the whole thing again, I'm hoping I can hit resume and check the extra ending. It's me, Choi Se-won. Please don't cry, ma'am. Are you really her? Are you really Se-won? So sorry, I failed you. I failed you completely. Don't say that, ma'am. I'll always be grateful to you. I don't deserve your gratitude. I never found you. That's only technically true. You remember what Kim Se-won's grandmother said, right? Here, I even have a copy of her testimony. Senior Inspector Jung Young's visit was the reason I was sent back home. But I was only following protocol, just doing my job. Ma'am, I'm an adult now, and I know what work is like. No one followed that protocol back in the day. And they still don't. But you were different. You carried out your duties to the letter, even though you could have slacked off and been perfectly covered by paperwork from City Hall. That's the reason I made it back home. After all these years, I tracked down all the people involved in the case, one by one. I spoke with Kim Se-won's family, my father, my brother, my dear mother, Hyeon. Everyone asked me to pass on their thanks to you. This is my first time visiting you, you know. As I turned a blind eye to the suffering of so many people in my career. You might think, but still. Alright, let's do this. I'll set aside time for you later. Some time to look back and blame yourself and feel guilty over everything. But right now, we're racing against the clock. It took longer than expected to piece your memories back together. What? This isn't our first conversation, is it? And you know my mind's been constantly bleached. It could possibly be more important. It's exactly the reason I need your help before those memories disappear again. Remember Sung Myung? The one who took me away and reported her daughter missing? She was sentenced to 1 year of treatment in institutional custody, wasn't she? Yes, the sentence ended ages ago, but she's still in custody. Why? Once you're institutionalized, you can't be discharged without special approval. And Sung Myung has been granted a single psychiatrist evaluation. Don't you think she needs our help? Tell me. Does that mean you've forgiven her? This isn't about forgiveness, ma'am. It's abundantly clear from a purely bureaucratic perspective that we need to do something. Someone's case is still marked as open. No case should remain unsolved. Okay. God, I hope I can hit resume. Okay. This was a really cool game. This was a really, really cool game. And a really neat way of actually, like, piecing memory fragments together. Really good music in this game, too. I swan to John. I did the work. Please let me get the true ending. Thank you for playing. Thank you for making this game. Please let me resume. Oh my god, please let me resume. Oh, thank god. Okay, let's check out the true ending. Blah 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 blah. There's a skip button. Blah. Blah. Oh, hold on. Do I have to rearrange everything? Hold on, hold on. Nope, map looks good. These don't seem to matter. Hold on, these do connect. Huh. Everything else is connected, so, like, I don't know. Oh, maybe this one actually goes over here. Ah, there we go. Okay, I do believe that is literally everything now. I've connected all the pieces, Mr. Policeman. All right, let's see. Actual ending. Madam, a secret I've been keeping for your sake. It's been 12 years now. 12 years since the case. Since I retired from the missing persons team. 12 long years. What? I was busy for the first 5 years. A lawyer friend asked me to take on... Yeah, I was wondering if we were actually the mom who's stuck in the psych ward. A lawyer friend asked me to take on a paralegal job. It was hard work getting used to the new position at that age. But I suppose that would only be an excuse. The truth is, I thought I'd resolved things well enough. A decent end for everyone involved. Wait. What do you mean? I'd put the case out of my mind for so long, but you were still chained helplessly to that lie I told. Each painful day of your life stretched out into years. I'm so sorry I'm late, Miss Sung-myung. I don't understand. Are you trying to deceive me? Your ex-husband couldn't make it today, but I'm Jun Young. Because he's at the rally outside the Human Rights Commission. I'm the one who retired from the force. I'm the one who was racked with guilt. You lived out your sentence years ago. The one who tried to die. Miss Sung-myung. Min-young, sorry. Miss Min-young. Each time we revisited these memories, you became someone else. At times you became Sae-won, searching for a mother. Today you became a detective, despairing at her failure to find a little girl. I'm Song Min-young? We've been having this conversation again and again for months now. Just like you said, those conversations you remembered were real. The only difference is that I was the one who heard those exchanges, not you. The memories that we unearth today are a mix of your personal experiences and your memories of everything I told you, and you piece together those fragments, determining who said what and when. We haven't quite found out who was doing the listening. It's time to put the final puzzle piece in its place. Complete the mirror that will show you who you really are. Mignon, let's get you out of this place. Let me get you to a doctor, somewhere we can get you proper treatment. I can help you. Miss Sun Mignon. But if you're really me, if you're really Jun Yon, why? Why go so far when you're not even on the force anymore? That's the same question I asked Sewon. Let me give you the same answer she gave me. Sewon's case is still marked as open, and no case should remain unsolved. There we go. Now I've got all the achievements. Is this a different ending song too? Huh. This was really cool. I'm really glad I decided to just insert this into the schedule. Again, what a cool way of representing like a fragmented memory and having to piece things back together, like with this like timeline and like who said what view. It's a little overwhelming at first, just understanding like how interacting with certain things, like it's weird when you want to go to a question, you have to go to the thing that triggered the question again to make it work. That part's a little weird, but once I understood how the mechanic worked, like it all kind of came together. A message from Somi, every man for himself. It's a philosophy that seemed to be increasingly prevalent in our world. We live in an age where the law of the jungle is seen as a given, fueling rage and hate across society. So I would like to express my heartfelt support for those who resist, those who withstand the mockery and condescension, digging in their heels for what is right. I made this game with faith that when we show kindness to others for no benefit of our own, we bring about change in a world of stagnation and alter the course of people's lives. It is my hope that this game brings encouragement to son of a bitch I couldn't read fast enough. But yeah, what a cool game. Interesting story. And I'm glad I was very much as confused as a person, as Myung, you know? I'm like, wait, there's two Sewons? That's crazy. What the hell? And figuring out like the dad was not the dad and the other guy was actually baffling. Great. Really good storytelling. Especially when it all kind of starts to click into place. Really cool mechanism for telling the story. Yeah, that was great. I really liked that kind of top to bottom. That was a fantastic experience. It didn't overstay its welcome. It was 3 hours, almost to the dot. Yeah, that was really, 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 really good. I'm gonna have to check the other games that person has done. Hold on, go to the store page real quick. Somi, have you done other games? Oh, they have. Legal Dungeon, The Wake, and Replica. This one, No Case Should Remain Unsolved, is the most recent game of theirs. Came out in 2024. But yeah, that was really cool. Really cool. But with that being said, I need to get to bed. I still have, you know, like work and stuff in the morning. So let's find someone to read out to here. Who are we gonna read? What's this? Okay. Let's go in Gamer Tech. Why not? He's playing something called May or May Not. Really well done for something so simple. Yeah, I thought like just mechanically really interesting how like bits lead to other bits and how memories unlock. an interesting story, like a really tight 3-hour experience, you know, that told a cool story, was interesting to play, had alternate endings, you know, had 2 endings. That was really cool. Okay. Let's do this. So feel free to grab yourself a raid message if you're so inclined. Wow, there's like no one here now, huh? That's okay. He's playing, yeah, may or may not. I don't know what this is. It looks weird. It looks cool and weird, so it's just that's all I can tell you. But yeah, I'm gonna be back on Friday. We're gonna start Horizon Zero Dawn, which was the next official game on the schedule, as was picked yesterday. And yeah, that's it. That's gonna do it. So, as always, thank you, of course, for watching. And until next time, stay safe, have fun, be kind, and try your best out there. Stay fresh, cheese bags, and good night.